a very impressive week for the Montana Grizzlies. Got to give love to them. We talked about them with the Bobcats. The Bobcats having their game with NAU. On the flip side, the other game of the week we're really looking forward to was the Montana Grizz against Northern Colorado. Battle of the top two teams in their respective conferences. And I think Montana came out a little upset about that last loss. You know, they lost by 24 last time. They came out, looked like they were focused. We did talk about how Malik Moore and Money Williams needed to shoot better. They did exactly that. Money Williams had 19 off the bench in that game. I believe Malik Moore was 5 of 7, so he was super efficient with his time. How impressive was this win against Northern Colorado to kind of move them up into a tie at the Big Sky now?
I think it was a very impressive win. I think it was a very big pride win for this team. You know, you mentioned 24-point loss at home. Don't like to lose on your home court in general, but you don't like to be run out of your home court like Northern Colorado did to them that first time. So, you know, it's definitely a pride thing in that regard. But just how this team did it, they went out and shot lights out. You know, plus over 60% from the field, shooting at one point nearly 75% from three-point.
Yeah.
They were 10 of 13 at one point in the game. They led this by as many as 21. So, you know, they went out and did to Northern Colorado in Greeley what Northern Colorado did to them in Missoula. Yeah. So I think that was a game that they needed, and I feel like it sets us up for an interesting position if these teams were to potentially meet in Boise now, because they have a 3.5 game lead over anybody else in the conference. They're tied atop at 10-2. Nobody else is even in their area code at this point. Yeah. It's a 1-2 race, and they're both going to end up in those positions at this point, barring a miraculous downfall, which I don't hope on anybody.
Yeah.
And so the Big Sky Conference tournament last year showed us that those seeds don't really matter. Mm-hmm. But if those two teams meet up again in that championship game, I think we'd be in for another great one.